Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's Scarlet Nexus video guide, we're going to be showing you how you can complete the Totally Lost side quest. Now, before we even get started about knockouts or Psychokinesis Finish, let's just get out of the way the simple stuff. So this quest unlocks during standby phase 9 while playing as Yuito. Now, this quest is one of the most complicated quests in the game, I would say, just because the game doesn't really do a good job of explaining what you've got to do. The game will just simply tell you to kill a certain enemy with Psychokinesis Finish, and that's pretty much it. So let's get into some of the explanations. The first thing we're actually going to do is actually learn Psychokinesis Finish, because the game doesn't actually give you this from the start. This is an ability in the skill tree that you can find up here to the top left side. So once we've got that, we're going to head over to the museum ruins, and we're going to find a missing pound. You can find one of those in this passageway right here specifically. There are a few more around this area, but this is the closest one to the start. So in this hallway, we do want to kill off a few of the other enemies for the missing pound to spawn. So now let's explain what exactly you have to do to complete this side quest. So if we go to the Psychokinesis Finish, what it will tell us is that when an enemy is knocked out, we want to hold R2 button and launch an object at him as we usually do. But this time, instead of coming from the side, it will go above the enemy and it will slam down on him. Okay, that's simple enough, but what exactly is a knockout? So a knockout is not when you break an enemy's yellow bar, it's not when they're on the ground and you have to press L2 to finish them off. A knockout is when you actually break their armor. Some enemies in this game will have armor on a certain part of their body. Some of them break visually, some of them don't actually break visually. In the case of this enemy, it doesn't break visually, but he does visually have armor, and that would be the cage around his head. And you can kind of tell when you're hitting it with a sword, it kind of makes a little bit of a rebound noise. And to knock him out, all you have to do is break his armor. With this enemy specifically, there are actually two ways of doing this. You can just keep hitting his armor cage on his head with your sword or with whatever you want, and this will eventually knock him out onto the ground, and he'll be there for a few seconds. The other way to instantly knock this enemy out is doing an interception, and that means dodging one of his projectiles at the very last moment and then launching it back at him with the R2 button, and this will always instantly knock him out onto the floor. So it's also worth mentioning that you can knock out an enemy multiple times. So if you do screw up and he's got too much health to finish him off with a Psychokinesis Finish, don't worry, let him get back up and then you can do it again. So the easiest way to finish this quest would be to get him down to very low HP, but just enough so he would survive a interception. So that way you can do the interception, knock him out, wait until he's on the ground, and then do the Psychokinesis Finish by just holding the R2 button down and launching an object at him. Like we said before, you can tell if you've done the Psychokinesis Finish correctly, because the object that you're launching at him with R2 will go directly above him and then slam down. Now, it's very important that this is the action that gets him down to 0 HP. Now, even if this does get him down to 0 HP, he will technically still be alive, rolling around on the floor, where the game is telling you to press the L2 button to finish him off. You want to ignore that and just wait a few seconds. The enemy should die by himself. And as long as, like we said before, the Psychokinesis Finish is what got him down to 0 HP, this will count towards the side quest. So now what you want to do is either back out to anywhere else on the world map and then come back to the museum area. That will make this enemy respawn, or you can just continue searching for him in other locations of this museum. And yeah guys, once you've done that 3 times, you should have completed this side quest. Hopefully this guide was helpful. If it was, please go like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time guys.